The following video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hi everyone, and welcome to my Create a Sim overview for The Sims 4 Realm of Magic. In this video, I'm going to be giving you all a thorough look at the new Create a Sim items that come with this pack and all their color swatches. I've also made a built-in buy mode overview, which will be up at the same time as this video, so I have an annotation linking to that in case you want to check it out. We have 4 new hairstyles for female Sims, and I really like all of these, especially the first one and the last 2. Although the last 2 are pretty much the same thing, except for one of them is a variation of the other but with more color to it, so it's not really a whole new hairstyle. After that, we have some jewelry, starting with this really cool pair of earrings. I just think these look fantastic, and I like the asymmetrical look that they have, and the designs on either side of them are great. I think they just fit perfectly with the style of this pack. After that, we have 3 new necklaces. The stone in the center of this one looks kind of like a plumb bob to me, and the stone in the center of this choker necklace does as well. I like that they have that motif between the 2 necklaces, although that may not have actually been what they're going for, and I was kind of imagining things here, but either way, I think that looks really cool. Next, we have new eyeliner, which comes in a mixture of more neutral colors and more bold and out there colors, and I think this does look pretty cool. And next, we have a new lipstick, which has more of an ombre coloring to it, and this I think also looks great. And it once again has a mixture of more standard colors and more bold and out there colors. After that, we have some face paint, so even though we don't actually have tattoos with this pack, this is kind of like a tattoo in a way and does look pretty neat. Now we're on to the clothing, and we have 6 new tops here. Overall, I really like the style of the clothing that comes with this pack. I feel like there's a nice variety, and some of these outfits will work really well for just everyday Sims, Sims who aren't necessarily spellcasters. And when looking at these outfits, I feel like you can see some inspiration from various instances of witches and wizards and sorcerers, etc. in pop culture. Like, I feel like there's a little bit of Harry Potter influence, there's a little bit of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina influence, amongst others, and I think that is really cool, and I feel like the variety just lends itself to storytelling pretty well. Like, you have the ability to create different kinds of spellcasters, like you can create more classic spellcasters, or more modern ones, or good ones, or evil ones, and I really like that variety is here within the pack, and I feel like it also mixes really well with vampires. Like, I feel like you could use the clothing from vampires on spellcasters and it'll look pretty good, and you can also use some of the clothing from Realm of Magic on vampires and it'll look pretty good, so I do like that there is that interchangeability, and I just really like a lot of the items themselves. Like, usually with packs, there are quite a few items that I just don't really like and don't see myself ever using, but I feel like this pack has less of those items than usual, and I could just see myself using most of it, and I think it's fantastic. And this bottom here is what I was talking about when I meant more of the classic style, although I feel like this does have more of a modern twist to it, and I feel like a lot of the other items from this pack do as well. And these pants here I really love. Like, these are probably my favorite bottom item, like my favorite item of pants that came with this pack. I just think those are so cool. I don't know what it is, but I just really love them, and I'm definitely going to be using those a lot. So now we're on to the full outfits, and I like a lot of these as well. I think this dress here is really cool. I like that it just kind of has this preppy vibe and is once again this mixture of classic and modern, and I just think this is really neat looking. And this dress is kind of the same thing as well, although I don't like it quite as much as the one before, although it still is really cute. And this one here definitely gives me evil spellcaster vibes, so this would definitely be useful for that. This dress here is really adorable, and this is another one of my favorite items that come with this pack. I really like the swatches of it that have those stars on it. I just think that is super cute. This outfit here is pretty neat as well. I really like the jacket look of it and the clasps that are on. I think that's definitely like it definitely has a very spellcaster type feel to it. This is another outfit that I feel is a mixture of more old-fashioned and modern, because it's kind of got like an older rough-spun outfit look to it, and this is another one that definitely has more of an old-fashioned feel to it. I think this one is really pretty. So after that, we're on to some new bracelets, which I think are really cool looking, especially one of the ones that I'm going to be showing very soon. This one is pretty nice looking as well, but this one here I think is just really awesome looking. I just absolutely love this one. And then there is this other one that shows up a little bit higher up on the arm that I also think looks great as well, and I just love the style of these 2 bracelets. It's a little bit different than other items that we have in the game. We also have these 2 really great looking leggings. I just think these are awesome. So you have this one here with some flowers on it, and then you have this one here that looks more ripped up, which I really love. I just think this one looks so cool. I know I keep saying that, but I just love a lot of the items that come with this pack. We've also got 2 new boots, which I was happy to see because I have been wanting to get some more knee-high boots within the game because we have a few, but I don't always like how they look with outfits, and that first one there I just think looks absolutely great. So that is one that I'm definitely going to be using. Next, we have the style looks for female Sims, and then that is going to be it, and we're going to be moving on to the male Sims. Now, something that did disappoint me about Create a Sim in this pack is that there's nothing for children and toddlers, like literally nothing. I was just really bummed out by that because they've been neglected in packs recently, and I was really hoping to get something for them with this pack. I know really only teens and up could be spellcasters or actually do magic, but I just think it would have been great to have some items for children because, you know, spellcasters can have kids, and then those kids can grow up to be able to do magic when they age up, and they can also, I believe, get bloodline related, you know, magic bloodline related traits that will give them a leg up as they get older. And we don't really have anything in quite the same style of this pack in the game. I know there's some stuff with vampires, but not everyone who gets this pack may have vampires, so I think it would have been great to include some items for them in this pack just so we have something to go with the feel of it for them, and I hope that is something they get better about in the future. I'm not sure why it is that they don't really give children and toddlers much, but I think they're definitely lacking in items, and I just hope that is something that they get better with in the future because I think toddlers especially need more because I feel like there's definitely just a lacking of items for toddlers within the packs. Like, you have to get custom content to really have a good variety in items for them, and the same with kids. So yeah, once again, I was just really disappointed by that with this pack, but we're finishing up showing the tops here, and I think this hoodie is pretty cool. It gets kind of a brooding look, so I think that is pretty neat. And I also really like this full outfit here, although once again, or I should say as usual, male Sims did get less in terms of items than females do. That's always the case. I don't know why that is either, but another thing that would be nice to see in the future is the same amount of items for male Sims as female Sims. So hopefully that's something else that they get a little bit better about in the future because it's just been like that with every pack. So there's just way less to choose from when clothing male Sims. We just got one more full body outfit here, and the pants on some of the swatches have kind of a patchwork feel to them. But now we're on to the bottoms, and I really like this pair of jeans. I like the wash that they have. I also like the rips that they have with the different colored fabric underneath of it. The next pair of pants, though, I don't really like quite as much. I mean, they're not the worst. I just personally am not a huge fan of this particular style. But now we're on to the shoes, so we got a couple pair of these, so we just got a few more boots. And these actually do look pretty nice. So after that, we just have the style looks, and then the only things I have left to show here are the new aspirations that you get, and there is also the fact that you are able to, of course, make spellcasters within Create a Sim here, and there is also a way to turn already made Sims into spellcasters through gameplay. They just have to go to the magical realm and do kind of a quest, and then they get turned into spellcasters, and it actually is pretty easy. So lastly, we do have 2 new aspirations. The first one is Spellcraft and Sorcery. So that is for the Sims who more so want to get into doing the spells, you know, the spellcraft part of it. And then there is another aspiration called Purveyor of Potions for Sims who are more interested in the alchemy part of this pack. And that is it for my Create a Sim overview. So I hope this video was helpful for those of you who wanted to get a look at everything in Create a Sim with this pack before getting it. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So if you enjoyed it, thanks for watching, and bye!